Today in Armored Core 6, it's safe to say that there are two dominant playstyles in the ranked PvP scene. One being hyper-focused on aggression like your dual Zimmerman builds, or super passive like your rifle kites. But once upon a time, that wasn't always the case. In fact, some of the best builds in previous Armored Core games were equipped to handle anything, and sported a variety of damage types. But is this sort of build philosophy even viable in Armored Core 6? Well, I built something that might just answer that question. A heavy RJ. With an interesting loadout, attaché with Etsujin, that could be scary. And in case you're wondering, I am back in A rank. Funny story, I was testing this build for the video, and then the next thing I knew, I was on a win streak, and here I am. But to be fair, most of my matches this season in B rank have been against meta loadouts in some shape or form. It's honestly pretty insane. Not something that I was expecting. Cool, got him with the one blade wave. Love to see that. Double stagger, but my drones will hit you. Not for as much as I would have liked, but still better than nothing. I got greedy, but I got... Oh, do you not have a punishing weapon or something? Huh. Well, I got really lucky there. Ooh, and I got him before they popped the expansion. Let's go. But yeah, Etsujin with attaché? That's some crazy stagger buildup. Good thing this build is equipped to handle pretty much anything. No joke, during testing I was able to go up against Zimmermans, kites. It could handle it. And you know what? I'm not entirely upset about being back in A rank. Emphasis on entirely, but the fact that I could run into more of what you would see in the upper echelon is fine by me, to prove the point of the consistency that this build could offer. And that having... No. Okay, I was worried that kick was going to land because you being a heavy RJ, that would have done a ton of damage. Good thing I saved my expansion. Popping it right now. Oh, I didn't deploy my... That's awkward. I didn't deploy my drones. I could have swore I did prior to using my expansion. GG's. Alright. Pretty cool stuff so far, and I'm glad I see a unique build. In A rank, no less. Dual ducats. With those Basho arms, okay. Even if you're using the Oculus FCS, the kick from the recoil is going to be horrendous, and I am definitely going to be taking to the sky so you don't land those consistently. That is their main weakness. Ooh, okay. Okay, the dual Huxleys put in a lot of work there. You know what, let's get those. Never mind. I'm gonna kick you so that those could be undeployed. There we go. Never mind, I missed. What is going on right now? Forcing my expansion. I don't love it, but hey. This is the hand I'm dealt. I gotta work with it. Drones, I need you to land everything. Nice assault boost strafe. Okay, I seriously need to kick those Huxleys. No joke, it's not the ducats that are quickly staggering me. I know a few hits are probably registering, but those bullet orbits at that range will seriously stack up the ACS strain. I've used them, and man, they are scary. Okay, I delayed the second wave, it was worth it. See, now they're not in range, so I'm okay. They went head on there. You know what, just in case, I don't trust that you're not going to stagger me in the next 5 seconds. One blade wave swing. Pretty good damage. But now I cannot afford to repeat what happened in the... Okay, they did good damage. But I gotta do what I can to turn this around. I might go for a charged Harris. Oh, they stopped at the last second. No, 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 no. See when the... Oh no, the orbits are deployed again. Please hit, please hit. Oh my goodness, I got so lucky there. Yeah, if you notice, when the bullet orbits are not deployed, I have no issue avoiding their handguns. They might get a few hits in, and they still do decent ACS drain, but nothing too crazy. But as soon as the Huxleys are active, it's terrifying to see that yellow bar go up in a matter of seconds. But there we go, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Nope, nope. They didn't capitalize. Okay, I squeeze in, I think, at least one fully charged drone attack. I'll take what I could get against something like this. No, 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 no. No, no. Okay, they didn't kick me or do anything too crazy. Whew, GG's. If you had pretty much, like, I'm thinking Melander arms or anything with good recoil control, that would have been a much different outcome. Zimmerman with Scudder. You don't see that every day. It is seriously funny, though, that I'm running into more variety in A rank than I did in B rank. I seriously wish I was making that up. Unfortunately, I am not. Wow, they're going for the mid-range pressure using the Zimmerman and Scudder. That is quite funny. Good thing I'm prepared to handle this range. Oh, blade waves, come on, I need you to not fly off into the sunset. And you still continue to fly off into the sunset. I seriously think they need to improve the blade wave tracking. Not like a crazy amount, but a little bit. Because there are times where the blade waves will just have a mind of their own and decide, you know what, you want to aim at this guy? No, I'm going to hit the tree to your right. Because I feel like it. Oh, that would have been it. That would have been the perfect stagger opportunity. The drones were landing. I was able to hit him with everything I got, and the kick would have been the finisher. Oh well, we're delaying this for a little bit longer. They are dodging for their life. Oh, the one time I go for the single blade wave. How much health do you have, seriously? And do you have terminal armor? Did you not have any expansion? What was that about? I don't run into it often, but when I see someone that doesn't use an expansion, I automatically assume it's terminal armor. And then there's that 1% chance they don't use anything at all for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't want to share it, or it might have just been assault armor too, because they didn't have the right opportunity to properly attack me with it. Oh, come on. I might go for single blade waves, so I don't get stuck too long in firing stance. Not like they're gonna be charging me and popping me with the zip. Okay, I say that, and they're about to charge me and try to pop me with the Zimmerman. I spoke it into existence, and I still went for the double blade waves, because I'm stubborn. Man, come on. Okay, I gotta go on the aggressive. You were forcing me to, but that puts me... You had the laser blade the whole time? That's news to me, but thank goodness I was able to gain the health lead from that. That's huge. One thing I love about this build is how easy it is to turn a match around when it's clearly not in your favor. And I'm duking the Zimmerman shots by ascending and descending. Makes the tracking a little bit wonkier, unless they time the Zimmerman. But I don't think they're patient enough for that. Please hit. Oh no, they might still win this. They are lower, but I'm about to be staggered? Question mark? Never mind. I gotta know, what is your expansion? You had pulse armor the whole time? And you didn't use it once? What the fuck? A laser kite. Okay. I think I'll have the edge here because the laser drones, unless they're gonna quick boost like crazy, will do a lot more chip damage. Now, I don't know if they're using any of the VE generators. If they are, those laser rifles will melt. But I think I do have the range advantage here. And the range pressure. Although, those missiles are something I gotta watch out for. Nice. Alright. That's gonna be a wrap. They don't have the means to instantaneously stagger me. Oh, that is your expansion. Okay. I was waiting for something to happen. I do think they're using one of the VE generators. Given that moment where I was able to close in and they were tagging me with those energy rifles, they seem to do some pretty good damage. And I want to say my build's EN defense is the highest stat. So I should be able to risk more... Oh, no, 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 no. Don't get close to me, please. But I was going to say I should be able to resist more of the damage than what I have already taken, assuming they're not using a VE generator. Nice. Unfortunately, I didn't deploy the drones in time. That's something you have to watch out for because the drones, they're not active for too long, but if you could time it when they're about to be staggered and you're ready to go, it'll be GG's. I do want to save my expansion this time. And that is why I held on to it. Good game. Interesting energy kites. I don't recall seeing too many running those missiles. It's mostly the plasma variants, right? Yup, they were using VE-20B. That makes so much sense now. A heavyweight tank. It's been a minute since I fought one of these. I'm trying to remember if it was for any of my videos recently. I don't believe so. But it's a good thing I could chip away with the laser drones. No joke, these things are probably going to be the MVP. Because I have no reason to get close to that. Nor do I want to. However, oh, those laser cannons are still monsters at that range. I was greedy, but I tried to time it so... No, no, no! And just like that, I'm losing. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Close the gap a little bit. Oh, no, 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 no. Please stop. If I could go in a firing stance when he's... Okay, that's what I... Okay, listen. Are you listening? Good. It might have seemed like I was throwing there, but trust me, I deliberately went into firing stance. And I've said this before, because if someone is firing a bazooka at you, and you time going into firing stance just right, it will cause that shot to miss. It throws the tracking off, so there is a method to my madness. Oh no, dead end. Dead end, no, please. I'm gonna take advantage of this. Alright, that's good, that's good. I have a huge health lead now. Not like they can't delete me in 5 seconds, but still. I will take the safety net while I can. And use cover so that they can't hit me. I hope my drones don't hit it though. Alright, good. I don't like that they're still landing their shots. Okay, nice. I had a feeling my drones were going to be gone by the time he got staggered, so I had to go in for the kick. And luckily, it landed right before they popped their expansion. Talk about coming in clutch. Ooh, okay. It's also good this map does not benefit tank tread movement. However, with it being wide open like this, we both can just dish out our ranged attacks. Oh, that bazooka shot is not something I needed to deal with. I don't think I'm going to have the optimal punish opportunity. Nope. Wanted to delay the moonlight so that, again, their attacks would miss. It's about throwing off their tracking, which is easier said than done. And this thing is literally giving me warnings every 2 seconds. Did most of my drones get destroyed? They did, because I only see one attacking. Okay. That could have been it, but hey, they use their expansion now. I'm gonna go for the charged Harris. Nice. Did decent damage. I can't get hit by anything now. Did you see that laser disappear? I think it was just out of reach. Please, thank you. Just the normal drones that... Yeah, just the normal drone should have been enough, right? I was wondering what was taking so long, but... GG's. An AC from a bygone era that can not only keep up, but surpass what's standard today in Armored Core 6. Yeah, that's a win in my book. Seriously, I wanted something that could apply pressure at any range, and I think I accomplished that. In regards to my part choices, I wanted a frame that had a nice balance of defensive stats, while still looking like something from Gen 3, because if you don't know, that's my favorite generation, so that was a personal choice of mine. I also didn't go with the Basho arms, because they have terrible tracking for mid-range engagements, plus I'm not using double melee, so I wasn't really missing out. I went with Harris because it's the perfect kinetic option for mid-range pressure, and we don't have snipers, while the laser orbit complements it perfectly as the autonomous energy-based option that doesn't force me to use a generator to bump up its damage values. Same reason why I went with the Redshift Moonlight. It uses coral damage, so nothing resists it, and the laser drones are so good at applying pressure anywhere on the map. Internals-wise, Flugel is one of the best balanced boosters in the game. The 21A FCS takes full advantage of the mid-range, long-range capabilities of the arsenal, and the Hokushi is such a good generator. Even redlining is not the end of the world. Don't do it, it's just people blow it out of proportion. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video, hype it if you can, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And until next time, take care.